Good morning, Grizzlies! Today is Monday, March 24th. I'm Marissa.
I'm Olivia.
And here's what's going on at CHS today.
Today is National Cheese Steak Day.
Chocolate-covered raisin day.
World Tuberculosis Day.
And each person is a person of worth day.
Shout out to all the teams and individuals that competed at last week's CTE competition. Jesse Rodriguez's team took second in crime scene investigation. For Ag individually, Kaden Plant took first, Bella Garza took third in public speaking, and Reagan Porter took second in job seeking. And Stephen Holdridge's students competed well in the healthcare competitions.
Forrest was the winner of the Young Authors Fair based on the guidance of Ramona and Steven. Monday, Forrest will be interviewed by FCSS, and a celebration for the winners will take place on May 7th at the Fresno Fairgrounds.
Grizzlies, if you are running for office next year, please submit your packet today. For elections will be on Friday of this week. Campaigning for your position starts today.
College and career news, scholarships. Make sure you visit bit.ly/centralhs scholarships to apply.
FAFSA/CATA, the deadline has been extended to April 2nd. Email Miss Lynn for more information.
Stay in the know and be sure to follow CentralHS_college career on Instagram.
Hey seniors, can you sing? We need a couple of seniors who would like to sing either the national anthem or the alma mater for graduation. Please see Mr. Marshall for details.
Ag News. Here's what's happening on Ag News today.
Today, March 24th, is the Parental Informational Meeting for State Conference. Make sure you and your parents are there.
Shout out to June Bencourt and her citrus team, which took 4th place in February. At the Ag Prepared Public Speaking Competition, Macy Richardson took 2nd, Bella Garza took 3rd, and Kaden Plant took 4th at the section contest. All moved on to the regional competition where Macy took 5th place. Also, of great interest to all are the 50-ish baby goats that have been born this year. Great work, June and students.
Shout out to Chris Williams and his students. The Best Informed Green Hand team took 6th place at the Modesto JC contest, actually coached by Ivy Palmer, one of our student teachers from CSUF, under the supervision of Chris. Jackson Brook took 2nd high individual at that contest. At the regional speaking event, Addison Martinez took 5th in the job interview, and Evie Singh took 4th in the creed competition. The top 4 qualified for the state competition. Best wishes to Evie as she moves on.
We also have 2 students in our Ag program who will be representing Fresno Central for their proficiency. Macy Richardson is the state proficiency finalist in Ag processing, and Aaron Ramirez is the state proficiency finalist in diversified crop production. Way to go, Macy and Aaron. Sports news. Today's sports teams that are playing, please see your coach for leave and release times.
Central High School celebrates Women History Month with Rosa Parks.
Most of us know the inspiring story of Rosa Parks, the African-American civil rights activist who refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama in 1955. The bus boycott spurred by Parks' arrest would help bring down the racist laws of the Jim Crow South and turn a young preacher named Martin Luther King Jr. into the country's best-known civil rights leader. But we bet you didn't know that the story behind the bus boycott isn't quite as simple as it might seem. To start with, Rosa Parks wasn't the first black woman to resist bus segregation in Montgomery. In fact, several different women had been arrested for the same offense in the last 12 months. One of them was 15-year-old Claudette Colvin. On March 2nd, 1955, she was riding the bus home from high school when the driver demanded she give up her seat for a white woman. After Colvin refused, police officers arrived on the scene and dragged her off the bus in handcuffs. Claudette Colvin would go on to become one of 4 black female plaintiffs in Browder v. Gale, the Supreme Court case that would effectively end bus segregation. As a longtime volunteer in the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP and secretary to its president, Rosa Parks advised and supported Colvin. She knew that local black leaders had been thinking about how to confront bus segregation in Montgomery for years before 1955. She also knew they were looking for a test case. an upstanding citizen they could rally the community around. But Parks certainly didn't plan on becoming that test case herself until December 1st, 1955. At the wheel of the Cleveland Avenue bus that day was James Blake, the very same driver who had ordered Parks off his bus after a confrontation 12 years earlier. Parks was sitting in the middle section of the bus when Blake told her and 3 other black riders to stand up so that one white man could sit. The 3 other black riders moved, but she refused. Some people have said Parks was simply too exhausted from working a long day to move to the back of the bus. But she said later she wasn't physically tired, just tired of giving in to Jim Crow. The real story behind the Montgomery bus boycott may not be as simple as the myth, but it is no less powerful. The courageous resistance of Rosa Parks, Claudette Colvin, and other ordinary women became the life force of the civil rights movement.
Please stand for the flag salute. Ready? Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's weather is sponsored by Criminology, CTE, and the Ag Department for all their wins. Today's a high of 82, low of 55, sunny and warm. Well, it's warming up a little bit this week, Grizzlies. Have a great week. The dad springtime joke of the day. Why did the farmer bury his money? To make his soil rich.
That's all the news today, Grizzlies. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok at CentralHS_. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Marissa.
And we will see you later.